Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And I get sent pictures and videos and emails, okay? And if you would like to do so, my email's in the description box below. So this first email and a picture comes from a community member. She said, "This is a very concerning post that I saw on Facebook this morning regarding our local food bank. This Facebook group is for individuals needing assistance of any kind that commenced initially due to lockdowns. I have noticed that in grocery stores, our produce, our fruits, and our vegetables are now approximately 80% imported from Peru, Morocco, and Mexico, whereas 2 years ago, they were all from the USA. Head on a swivel and keep prepping to the rafters." Okay, so here is the screenshot that she sent me, and yeah, it is extremely concerning. Okay, here is an email from a community member, and she said, "My daughter told my son yesterday that he needed to get his mother under control because I'm a conspiracy theorist." Oh God, here we go. Straighten the tinfoil hats, kids, because here we go. She says, "It's hard enough to live day by day. When she got extra food stamps, I tried to tell her to stack up, and she said she'll deal with it when a time comes to her." That's the wrong thing. You don't go at it that way. You don't, just deal with it when it comes at you. You got to prepare before it comes. That's why it's called being of the prepared mind. You want to wait until the day before or the day of that when a hurricane hits you, then you're going to run out and try and fetch some water and batteries. That's wow. No, it sounds like this woman needs to smarten up, okay? You're not the conspiracy theorist, okay? No. So she said, "I can't get people to understand, but then it will be too late. I'm a mom, so I know where she'll come when she can't get fed, and her daughter and she has 3 others that are already out of the house. I keep preparing, but I can't feed everyone." Listen, you do what you have to do for you and yours, okay? If they're not willing to wake up and see what's in front of them and they won't see the big picture, that's not your concern at all. You've tried your best, move on. That's it. I went through it with family members too, okay? And I tried to help them. I tried to explain to them. And it's, that'll never happen. That'll never happen. Okay. And then when it happened, "Oh, I should have listened." Oh, all right. Well, too late, right? Commercial break. Okay, so this community member, she wrote in and she said, "I went shopping at Winn-Dixie and they claim remodeling shelving units all piled outside the front. Inside looked scary as heck. Many products missing, almost whole store fake sales so they can rip people off, like the 5 for 5 or 2 for 6, etc. There was barely anything in the store, and what they did have was expiring this year or within 2 days." What? "Most of the aisles you couldn't push a cart in. Could this be one of those places setting up for a re-education school or everything shutting down?" You think they would do that, something like that? I don't know. "They only had 2 lanes open, 20 or less, and a regular full cart. I've noticed the rhythm of the people. You can feel the anxiety and unhinged in the air. 2 cars almost crashed into me. Thankfully, I know how to drive. Honestly, most wouldn't escape that. I just wanted you to know because I know you go Oh, okay. Into the county that she lives in. Yeah. Yeah. I try to stay out of that county, to be honest with you. Because, it's just, yeah, no. But I, I, I'll have to take a ride down there to that Winn-Dixie and see what is going on there, so you can still get in there and everything. So I'm gonna have to go down there and see, what the deal is, because yeah, that is strange. That's very, very strange. Huh. Okay, so I have these two screenshots and I'm gonna put them up for you, but I'm gonna read them off first. Okay, it says 2023 people will now eat insects without knowing it. As of the new year 2023, the EU has given permission to add insects, house crickets, to baked goods, pasta, and other semi finished products for the general public. Although there is little published knowledge about allergies and possible anaphylactic reactions, the EU Commission is of the opinion that no specific labeling requirements about the possible allergic reactions need to be listed. I thought if you are allergic to, what is it? Shellfish? Is it shellfish? Then you're allergic to eating the bugs. I can't remember what it is. However, those who have allergies to crustaceans, mollusks, and house dust mites are highly likely to also suffer allergic reactions when consuming products with house crickets added. Okay. It can also lead to a new allergic reaction to the substrate that is fed to the insects. Therefore, there is only a labeling requirement of the product contains powder Acheta demiscus. I don't know if I even said that right. This means that people have to find out for themselves that it is ground into a powder and added to the house crickets to have to check for themselves whether they could be allergic to it. And supposedly this began January 24th. And the following products for the general public that are on sale with the added crickets are multigrain bread, multigrain rolls, crackers and breadsticks, cereal bars, dry premixes for baked goods, cookies, dry filled and unfilled pasta products, sauces, processed potato products, dishes based on legumes and vegetables, pizza, general pasta and whey powder products, meat analogs, vegetarian meat alternatives, soups and soup concentrates, soup powder, cornmeal based snacks, beer like beverages, chocolate products, nuts and oil seeds, snacks except chips, and meat preparations. Whoa. Okay, this email came in from a community member, and she's talking about Wells Fargo and everything that, is going on with them with this settlement and the lawsuit and things like that. She said, we had an auto loan with them and paid off my husband's truck in 2020. Paid it off a year early. Pandemic hit. And it was a year later, I realized we never got the title to my husband's truck. I called in 2021. They claimed they sent it, etc. And were going to send us a form to release the lien and go to DMV to get the title. Life happens. I forgot about it until you posted the video about them. Well, I'm glad I did. No kidding. She said, I called yesterday. They still claim they sent the title and the paperwork a year later. The release to release the lien and go to DMV. We didn't receive it. I asked about the gap insurance and what they owed us since we paid off the truck, and they claimed they sent us a check. I told them we never got it. I called the bank and they have no record of us cashing it or depositing it. I called Wells Fargo's number. You posted and spoke to someone there, and I told them what they are claiming, etc. And she is going to forward it to an executive offices. Okay, good. I'm so glad that I did that video and was able to post those phone numbers for you guys. So then she goes on to say, on a different issue with Wells Fargo, my husband was laid off in 2008 from his workplace, who happened to pick Wells Fargo to keep his retirement fund in. Oh boy, yeah. They wouldn't let him cash it out because there was a certain limit. We tried a few years ago to have it rolled over to his current employer. I went to a financial advisor and he called Wells Fargo to locate the account. And all they said was, we see his name but no other information. Therefore, the money is somewhere. The financial is somewhere. It should be where it was put. What? The financial advisor didn't seem too worried about it and said he would get the money when he retired. I mentioned this to bring it to anyone's attention who might have retirement funds with Wells Fargo to find out if they can roll it over into their investment of 401k, get documents while you still can. Wow, thanks so much for letting us know about what's going on your end with Wells Fargo. Holy cow. And I'm so happy that I was able to help you guys with this. Okay, there is going to be a link in the description box below. A community member sent this to me. She said, these are free. You'll see an offer to download the whole bundle for a price, but they are free individually. And I thought some of us might find them very useful. Okay, it is a link to seasonedcitizenprepper.com preparedness downloads. So that link will be in the description box below. Okay. Okay, so here is an email from a community member. Who here has anything Roku, R-O-K-U, in your house? Is it a TV or the Roku device? Raise your hand. Okay, listen to this. She said, I found out that there is a hidden channel in Roku. Those who own a Roku device can type in the word burrow, B-U-R-R-O-W, and it will come up. It is a red pill channel, and he has quite a bit of content that is relatable that we deal with in this world on the daily, but never makes it to mainstream media. If you have a Roku device, check it out. It's unbelievable. It's also called the Red Pill Network. Holy crap, hidden in plain sight. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so here is an email with some pictures attached. She said, we have Blue Star gas for our propane. My husband noticed an antenna box on our propane tank. I went outside to see what he was talking about. They not only put an antenna on, but they took the old gauge and put a new one in and put some kind of thin tape on it. I was told he must have run out of glue, so the next time he comes out, he'll have to glue on the gauge. I have photos. I called Blue Star and asked them what this was all about. They said it was to monitor our tank. The old way was outdated, and they needed to have a monitor that was 5G. They did all of this on January 6th, had we just noticed it. I did some research on the monitor with the GPS. Makes it easier to know where the tank is. Takes less manpower for delivery. I see this as a way for the powers that be to turn off your tank with a button, you know, just in case your certain score is not up to par or we use too many footprints, etc. Then, for them to be so sneaky about it, just like the powers that be are trying to do, I asked why we never got notified. I was told it's said in our contract that we don't have to be notified because it's a repair. Well, this is not a repair, it's an upgrade. But if that makes them feel better about it, then I asked them how we're going to know what level we're at since the gauge is taped. We will now have emails weekly with our tank level report. What? That doesn't make any sense. Is anybody else going through this that has propane at their house? Look at these pictures. Okay, so here is an email from a community member, and she's talking about her SNAP EBT. She said, this ending couldn't come at a worse time for the elderly or disabled. I am disabled, living in low-income housing with mostly elderly folk, and a lot of us are scared. I will be losing about $258 that I very much needed. Most of us will get $23 a month. I haven't figured out what kind of Harry Potter magic I'm going to have to do to budget that amount. Oh my God. No one can survive on that. No one. And you may not know it, but watch this.
Eggs are easily accessible and inexpensive, with egg prices in the United States at their lowest in a decade. However, according to reports from India, the country has recently experienced an inflow of fake eggs, most likely from China. And the less tasty and potentially unhealthy fakes seem so real that some people have given up eggs totally. Even the separate fake whites and yolks can be convincing once cracked because the colors and forms are similar with just minor changes. Eggs have apparently been appearing in stores and supermarkets, with some customers purchasing the fakes by mistake and then complaining about the slight changes, such as hard to crack shells and rubbery contents when cooked. Fake eggs have been created in China since the mid-1990s, and they could be produced at half the cost of real eggs. Aside from the unappealing ingredients such as resin, starch, coagulant pigments, and sodium alginate extracted from brown algae for the whites, a different mix of resin and pigments for the yolk, and a paraffin white.
And someone has been stacking it to the rafters. I am so proud. She said, there is a store in North Texas that I love going to, but it's an hour away. So I don't go very often. But this morning I woke up early and did a few things around the house. And I logged on to Facebook. That's the only place that the store advertises. So that's the only reason I have it. Anyway, I saw their video. I saw the great deals that they had. And I got dressed and raced to the store. And they actually had what I was going after. Large bags of sliced onions. I got 4 bags for $2.99 a bag. Wow, that's a really good price. Grated carrots, 3 for $2.99 a bag. Red peppers, 3 for $1. Sweet potatoes, 69 cents a pound. Oh, and she's making dog treats out of it. Okay. Celery, lemons, $1.99 a bag. Plus, the last time I was there, they gave me a $10 gift card. I feel like I did something good, and I'll be dehydrating for days and days. I've been working my bum off all week building shelves. The first one I built took me about 4 hours to build. The second one took me about an hour. And I've got 2 more shelves coming, but I've been moving and restacking everything, and my body is killing me. I am woman, hear me roar. Yes! And before I go, so this community member wrote in and she said, Friday was my birthday, the 20th. I went with 2 pieces of address to mail for my birth certificate and a statement on my divorce decree where my name was changed. I was going to apply for what they call a compliant license. According to them, I have to show my marriage license from when my name was changed from my birth certificate to my married name to the new name. The judge granted me, didn't have it, so I had to pay $29 regular license. Now I can't fly. So she informs me in 2025 it's going to be mandatory for everyone to have a compliant license. In doing so, I have to pay another $24 on top of that, what I already paid. Plus, I have to pay for a copy of my marriage license certified back in 1994. In between that time, I can't go to Social Security office. I can't go to the welfare office to discuss any personal business. And God forbid, if I get a ticket, I won't be able to go to the courthouse to go to court to fight for my innocence. The feds are going to get you one way or another. They're going to control us. Weather is forcing us to eat bugs, fake meat. Our freedom is going in different places. Water consumption or breathing consumption or vehicles. And now Biden sending tanks to, yeah. I guess that's his idea of cutting down the overpopulation. I keep telling myself faith and fear cannot dwell in the same heart in the same time, and then I'm getting awful tired. We're all tired. We are all tired. I know I am exhausted. I truly am. I am exhausted. All right, guys, I'm out of here. All right. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless. Ciao.